Welcome everybody to a little look at Tranquil Isle. Thank you to Future Friends Games for providing code for this. This is either out in a bit or out now on Steam. I can't remember. It's a bank holiday, Friday. I'm a little bit sleepy. This is the perfect start to the stream before I try and do Dragon Age later. But yeah, we're going to make a nice little island paradise. This is a lo-fi city building roguelite. Light or like? What are the two? It's out. Okay. It's only about like $5 as well. So yeah, yes, Wizard. Yes, it's a nightmare. I'm changing games, same stream, nightmare. And also, then when you like edit it out, it doesn't remember what game you were playing. It's very silly. Also has a demo. Yes, it's only £3.43. Thank you, Jim, for the up-to-date information on the price in the UK. Thank you, Dave. You're very sleepy. Yeah, I am totally there. I am totally there with you. It is a sleepy day. I put this in. I honestly last weekend forgot it was a bank holiday as well. So I was like, put this in. Brilliant, done. Now we're here on bank holiday, and I have lain on the sofa playing Blueprints for several hours. Just slowly rummaging through, writing down notes, doing some puzzles. Now I'm like, oh, this is both the perfect game and possibly the worst game, because I genuinely might go to sleep. It is beautiful music though, isn't it? It is really nice. That's the danger. The music's going to get us. As expected, it's Australian dollars 7. I like how I've read that the wrong way round. 7 Australian dollars, down from 7.50. Sleepy little guy. I think that's fair. I think we can all be a sleepy little boys today. Let's have a go at this. It should load up the tutorial. So we'll go with classic. It should offer me the tutorial because it's the first time I've loaded it. If it doesn't, I can trigger it. But you can do classic, which is what we'll do. But if you're like, oh, this is a bit much, or I'm not feeling it today, here's a roguelite. There we go, not a like. There is a sandbox mode. Lovely. Because this is the thing, is people can make such beautiful... So it's same as things like Islanders, what's it called? Tiny Glade? Like those kind of things. They're just beautiful little games where people are making amazing things. So it's always nice to have a sandbox in something like this. Dwarf Romantic, another a slightly older one, but still a good one. And also a classic mode daily. Yes. Little challenge every day as well. So this is also apparently Steam Deck verified, which is excellent news for me and my Steam Deck, but also in case you were wondering. That is a thing. So there's a couple of different places we could go. We could go to the grasslands, we could go to Weo, the desert, or Alpine. We'll start with grasslands. And I guess we'll go with small. Hello. This is not the tutorial. Hang on. Hold up. Might have to restart. This is fine. Yes. It's very small. Right. You definitely saved tutorial. Alright, cool. Go. There it is. Okay, so I suspect that a lot of it is stuff we'll know. It's like keyboard and mouse stuff, right? All of that. Rotate. That's inverted. That's fine. There's also a delete mode, by the way. Just, in case you're like, that tree's in the way, I assume. You can also find relevant controls at the bottom of the screen. Yeah. Okay. So, we need to place the town centre to start. It is apparently buffed by a town, a mansion, a market, or a florist. Okay. Right. Oh, you can cycle the appearance. There's a couple of options. I guess here. I would like... Fishing dock? We are surrounded by water. So... houses buff each other and also are buffed by the town centre. Fish are buffed by a market and a lighthouse. But are debuffed by another fishing dock.
Good afternoon, madam.
Hey, Thal, how you doing? Oh, okay, okay. Let's just go out a bit. Must be placed on the shore. Cannot be... okay. There. How far out can we go? Oh. There. And then this one. Rotate. How... okay. So I'm just looking at how the zone of influence works. Okay. So I could put you, theoretically, here. Fine. Also, little roads. That's quite adorable. Excuse me, are those people fishing? That's very sweet. Finished house cleaning, only got sweat on the broom to be done. Nice. Every 7 milestones, we get a new bridge, which lets you unlock a new island. Okay. Buildings can get buffs and debuffs from adjacent buildings, so I've done that. You can still buff and debuff stuff that's down. The first time you place a building gets double the buffs from adjacent buildings, represented by an orange glow on the preview building. Okay. We'll see that in the with the houses in a minute when I put them down, I think. And then the goal is to get the highest score that you can, right? You know the deal with that stuff. So that's orange, right? Because it's the first time it's going to get the double buff. And I guess we get the double, like we get the chevron thing. Okay. I think I want a theatre and a tavern and more houses. As much as a lumber mill might be handy, I feel like that's got more synergy with what I've got. Also, I'm making a little town square, which is very cute. Like the road setup. Although I think I put those the wrong way around, but it's fine. Very cute. Oh my god. That is a lot of chevrons. A mill, a bakery, or a tavern. I think I've already got a tavern. I mean, it's not going to hurt to have another. Wait, hang on. I can have a mill, 2 mills and a bakery, or I can have 2 mills, a bakery, and a tavern. These are the same. I'm not complaining. Too many taverns, no such thing. I don't know if there's an overlap thing. That might be an issue. I've made a little village square. This is quite cute. Buffed by the tavern. So the tavern and the theatre work together. But taverns can't be next to each other. Right, so if we put... oh my god, that's massive. If we put this one, like, here? And then this one can go... oh no, hang on. It's upset. Hold up. Here. trying to not do it like so it's on the road. There we go. A mill and a bakery. Who needs zoning rules? Yeah. What was this? A bakery. I do not have a market or trading post. I do have a mill. Yes, that is buffed by a farm. We do not have any farms. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. This is the Globe. Hello, Shakespeare. Calm down. Ooh, hello. Maybe you live there? Yeah. Altar? Sure. Sure. Buffed by the town centre, house and town hall. Debuffed by the tavern. Oh, shit. We might have a problem. Oh. It's fine. We'll just put it there. No? There. Oh my god. There. We did it. Huge success. This is fine. It's just like a single like centimeter further and it wouldn't be possible. Farm. To go with the mill. And a florist. What have we got? I've got 4 mills. They are debuffed by other mills. Shit. This is fine. Also, they don't buff a mill. That's slightly annoying. But they do buff a florist. Where's the florist gone? Oh, and then there's the bakery. Okay, so bakery and mill have to go together. The farm just goes with one of them. There are 4 mills and 2 bakeries. Where? Oh my god. Too close to the edge? Don't be ridiculous. Live a little. I need 1 more milestone, and then we get a new island, and then maybe that just becomes like Bread Town. I don't know. How big is the florist? Hey Michael, how you doing? I'm gonna put the florist. Oh. I'm gonna put the florist there. Yes. Hey, Foxtrot. Happy Friday. Oh. Happy Passover? Is that today? God, I don't know anything anymore. I'm so sleepy tired. We started the stream and everyone just went, I'm very tired. I'm very tired today. It is a sleepy day. Is it your name change anniversary? Congratulations. Passover lasts until tomorrow night. Because I was going to say, because Saturday's the holy day, isn't it? Normally. Which is why I started going, is it Good Friday or is it Saturday? So finish is Saturday night. Makes sense. Yeah. If it's Lazy Friday day today, welcome in. We will do some Veilguard later, but first, I'm doing some chill city building. I think Jim said there is the demo. It's still available on Steam. It is now out. It's like $7 Australian dollars and then like $5 US and under £4. So it's pretty cheap. It is a little lo-fi rogue light city game. If you've played things like Dorf Romantic or Islanders, this might be up your street. It is also Steam Deck compatible, which I'm going to try out later. Or when I get annoyed with blueprints and I need something that's just calmer, this is going to be the game. So this week and last, this, Promise Mascot Agency, and blueprints have been excellent for my Steam Deck. It's been great. Does it let you control the time of day? I don't think it does. You can change the color palette. I've set it to default so it goes with the color that you pick for the theme. There is a colorblind mode. You can also make the cursor size bigger in the UI if you want it. I've not messed with it too much. I've also not messed with any of this. It captures thumbnails for your saves, but I don't think... Hide HUD. You can hide the HUD, and then I think it's Steam overlay pictures. But it doesn't appear you can control the time of day. Maybe in Sandbox you could. But I guess not in the, I was going to say the campaign. That shakes, yeah, the globe. I'm enjoying a little like nod to the globe, because back in the oldie days, back in the Elizabethan times, the first one, it was much more customary to have, at least in England, round theatres. And you'll still see that, certain ones. So there is the Swan in Stratford-upon-Avon. There's also the Globe. The Swan is actually a more realistic, if it's still open and not being refurbished or anything, a more realistic experience of what it would be like in a Shakespearean time. It is quite close in there. There are multiple tiers. Everything, like, I would say about maybe like 270 degrees from the stage, people are there. Like, quite often the play or whatever it is will actively use the walkways that the audience have. It's a very immersive experience. And yeah, if you're ever able to go and see something at one of the RSC theatres, which is the Royal Shakespeare Company, you should, because it's where quite a lot of our British actors got their start. I have seen a play with Patrick Stewart and David Tennant on stage, like, meters away, which was very surreal and weird. And just a load of other stuff, a mixture of the Swan and the main, like, Stratford one, which I don't think is the Globe. It's I think we just call it the RSC. But they're good shit. It's a really awesome experience if you ever have the option to do it, especially at an RSC one, because they'll do some ridiculous stuff. That's I saw a Hamlet where the ghost, Hamlet Ghost Senior, whatever he's called, was like just wearing a loincloth, but like painted to be like, so he kind of glowed white in the dark, just dragging like a long two-handed sword behind him, and like, but moving so slowly through the audience that you didn't see him until he was like there, because he was like, you're looking at the stage, he is moving to go and turn up on the battlements because the guards are talking, and he's so slow that until he's there, and you could just suddenly, as soon as when you clocked him, you started noticing the other people reacting to him. Reese, hello, thank you so much for the 51 months. I hope you are well this Friday. It's ridiculously cool. This guy studied, I think it must have been Japanese horror movement. So, you know, like the original Grudge, there's a specific art movement style that's used by the woman and the kid in that. And he went and studied that kind of stuff. So, like, on stage, when he was there, and you could see him and he was doing talking roles, there was still a lot of this, like, very, like, I don't want to say puppet-like, because that's not what it is, but it's very, like, it's sort of making it look like your bones are bending in a way that they shouldn't, which just added to the whole, like, ugh, my dude, you are the ghost. Also the massive sword, which he would like was made of metal, and you could hear it dragging at certain points quite deliberately. It was like shit. You could hear him coming. It was very it's uncanny valley sort of. It's probably yeah. Like there's something otherworldly about the movements, because it's something that you don't think a human body can do, even though it clearly can. So yeah, small play, close theatres is really like yes. What? Also, thank you. I'm good. Have I got another island yet? No. I kind of need another island to do my weird grain farm experience. But I can at least place these, which might help boost it a bit. Oh, hello. I did choose small. That's right, I thought that the game was crashed. It's like the first time that there's been no... Like, as I placed something, I was like, did I just break it? Because knowing me, I did choose small, yes. Because I thought if we do big, we might never finish. But also a bit more manageable for, like, intro attempt. A bakery that must be near a mill. I have not put any mills down. This will be the next thing. See if I can... Oh, dear. Okay, right, hang on. You don't want any kind of populate. Right, so that's in the middle of nowhere. Fine. I do need a farm. This is fine. This is totally fine. That really fits. There we go. A bridge. Hold up. A bridge? Is this... Connects two islands together. How do I... Oh, God. There? Yes. Oh, my God. Okay. Well, that's kind of fun. There we go. I got another island, which means we can do the grain mill thing. And also try and put the forager somewhere where they're not get bothered. Like here. Hey, Tathra. Just got back from a... Oh, it's a home visit. We are just doing a little bit of... We're doing a little bit of some Tranquil Isle. Also, hi, Queen Lady Lily. Oh my God, 104. That's absurd. And your next goal is 150. You're ridiculous. Thank you so much. Also, hello, Ash, as well. So yeah, cozy, lo-fi, city management, roguelite. If you have in the past played such things as like Dwarf Romantic or Islanders, you might like this. I certainly, that's me, hi. It is apparently verified for the Steam Deck, which I will be trying at some point this weekend. So yeah, very fun. Made by a single dev. And there's also a demo available on the Steam page if you want to give it a go. It's also super cheap. Like I think it's got a little launch discount, but it's also like it's like $5, $7 Australian dollars, and like £4 something, or maybe £3 something. Hey Remy, best of luck with the driving. Please make sure to take a rest if you like need to, you know. If you feel like you need to just have a moment to just stop, please rest. Please pull in somewhere. Don't try and smash it in 7. Currently £3.43. Yeah, you'll take breaks. Fair. Okay. No problem then. Good. Healthy driving. Ooh. No. You have to stay ahead of some storms. Oh God, good luck. What are you, sorry? That's quite cute that you could save the island as a sandbox if you want. So if you're like, I'd like this, I want to play it out of this, you can like save it, put it in the sandbox instead of doing the rogue light element. Save the whole thing. Beautiful. Thanks, Remy. Hope you hope the drive goes well and you have a great weekend. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the yeah. I was saying a little bit earlier, this has been a good couple of weeks for me and my Steam Deck with this Promised Mascot Agency and Blueprints. It's like when I absolutely have just had enough of puzzles. Hello, this is going to be much needed. Because I do like these. Like, was it the year that Steam started doing that like year summary, the roundup thing that, you know, Spotify does? Dwarf Romantic was my #1 played game on the Steam Deck. So yeah, I've got a past with these kind of things on Steam Deck. So I'm looking forward to doing more. Farm. Okay. So I've got to find somewhere. It's all a bit messy, but fine. That goes there, and then the mills. The mills hate each other. So I just have to be a bit careful of how I do this. Oh, a tailor? A market. I do need markets. I'll take a market, thank you. Oh my god, I can fit it in there. That's hilarious. I love that. Oh. Is this what... This is actually going to work. How... I didn't think I was going to manage to fit them all around one farm. That's absurd. Florists are buffed by farms, so I would like to put one of them. I think, like, here. And then they don't want to be next to each other, so I'll put one there. I'll take another market. And potentially a florist. Yeah, why not? So how many markets? I've got 2 markets. They can't be next to each other. They're buffed by tailors, florists, trading posts, fishing docks. We do have a florist here. We definitely need to put one on the other island. Tailors are buffed by the farm. So the must be near a market. Okay. Ooh, ooh, oh no. Oh no! This is awkward. My island is not... It's too small. To be fair, this is where the rogue light element and all that comes in. It's like, maybe you would go, oh, actually, I should leave room for stuff like a market. Perhaps. instead of what's just happened. I would like a tailor. I just try to squeeze that in there. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Can I fit a market anywhere here? I can put the florist here. Hang on. Is there somewhere I can put you? I like how this is my solution in all of it. It's just be like, wow, where's the best score? Although not normally that aggressively. God. Okay, I'm going to put you there. The altars are massive. I don't think I can fit an altar in. So a florist and some stables it is. Stables. Buffed by farm. Oh my god, could you? No, that's not going to fit, is it? Who are we kidding? Oh my god. Who are we kidding? I was going to say. This town planning, this is awful, isn't it? Like, I do love how the roads are formed, and it does look like it's sort of a sprawling town that's just kind of, but yes. Yes, no city planning has occurred. The altar's next to the fishing dock, for no reason. The market, there's nowhere to put the market. Oh, no, hold up. Hold up, I take that back. There is a space at the market. There. I don't want more mills, or do I? I'm not going to be able to fit an altar in. Yeah, let's have some more mills. Okay. Hang on, what else have we got? Bakeries. I should probably put some bakeries in. Oh my god, look. Look at that buff. I don't think bakeries can be next to each other, though. Yeah, they get upset. So, we're going to have to be... I've got 3 of them. These are not, like, health and safety approved building sites. Good god. Okay. Put you there. It's a very large baker, isn't it? And I don't know why we need 3 on one island, but here we are. Don't say it must be near a mill. There's no space. I might just have to take the stat drop. Yeah, if I do that. Just rival bakeries literally next to each other. Oh! It's fine. We've got a bridge. We can go over here and ruin this island now. Okay, so... There we go. I think. Is that it for island? Yeah. So this is it. Once we've done this, we've successfully... I was going to say, like, completed this attempt. But... I'm not sure complete is the fair word for this. I still have 2 mills. A market. Oh, the market can come over here, actually. Excellent. What else have I got before I attempt to do anything else? I could put some trees in, large plants, structures, if I wanted to, you know, get technical. But they're not scoring for this. So I don't know why I've done like this. Sorry, that is a highly unnecessary angle. Okay. So I'm just thinking about, if I put it there, if another market appears, I should be able to put it somewhere. Must be near the market. Well, that's not happening there. We can put it here, though. Oh. Yeah, yes. Let's take a town hall. This is ridiculous. It's just the island of windmills and bakeries. Town hall, mill. Okay. So if I bring these over here, they do get buffed by the market. That doesn't. The town hall doesn't. So I want to put these guys next to here first. Then put this like... If I put it there, I could put down another town hall. I'm planning for when it tries to dump more on me. Ooh, a library and libraries and observatories. Buffed by theatre, debuffed by library is for the library. The observatory is buffed by the library. There's a theatre over here somewhere. Oh, yeah, there. We're not going to get that. That's too far away. So... How big is the observatory? Okay. That's quite cute as well. Old school, like, little telescope. Which also moves. I'm enjoying the animations. Like, you know, they're not ridiculously obvious sometimes. Sometimes they are because a seagull just flying into your face. But it just makes a little bit of movement. Even the trees move. It's very sweet. Right, that library's going there. And oh no, the mills. I've got, I need to get 5 points, so actually, oh, that's fine, but I don't know where I'm going with another bridge. Trading post, yes. Let's get that. At certain points, I might just have to commit to taking a small point, hit to my points, but we'll see. Oh. Come over here. This gets buffed by the market and the, what was it? The lighthouse. That is not a lighthouse. That is an observatory. Calm down. I'm going to put it there then. That's actually great. Like, that could take up so little space. Ash, enjoy. I hope you have a great time playing it and don't have the same bread related challenge that I've got at the moment. There we go. Hey Carrot, how you doing? I have this mill and that's it. So the mill is not going to get us enough points for the next milestone, but arguably I don't know where we'd go. So I'm just going to put it, there was an 8 there somewhere. No? Oh no, the 8 is literally like on top of it. Right, just... You can do it, I believe. Oh, had it for a second there. So I just... There is a 7, there it is. There's a 7. And I think... Yeah, I don't think there is technically another island that we could have gone to. I think that would have been like, I'd somehow smashed the top points that we could get. But, calculate score, yes. And if you're like, yeah, so if you're like, actually, I really liked these islands, I kind of want to mess with them some more, you can save it out to the sandbox mode, which is nice. Like, I wish more games like this did that. A lot of them tend to just run in isolation. So, nice. You can do it throughout as well. Okay, that is the final score that I've had so far. Let's go again with classic mode. Roguelite, high score. Let's do desert. And let's do medium. Oh, oh god, hang on. 1 second. Thank you, tutorial. I'm good. Hi Hatter, how you doing? You can do this, I believe. Thank you. Sorry. Oh no. They've turned on. That's it. Hang on. Let me just go out. I like it as a grey. I kind of like the, you know, it's like, it doesn't have to be like yellow sands. No, do not continue the last island. Although it does look like there's some yellow sands here, so we might find some. There is also a colour palette change, I think, as the sky... Oh, are you kidding me? Oh. Right, it's fine. I think I've just broken the tutorial thing. This is on me. This is fine. What's going on up here? We'll see. Oh, nice, Hatter. Disciplining, got some sushi and coffee as breakfast. We're doing good. Collectively, we're all a bit sleepy. Because it's a public holiday for quite a lot of us. But I got up at 7 AM to do some cat sitting, feed the neighbours' cats. Last one. Don't need to do tonight, so I'm done. But I'm sleepy, a lot of chat's sleepy, so we're doing some lo-fi island city building. Before the Chaos and Fail Guard, which I'm not ready for. Right, let's, I guess, put a town centre in. So yeah, the strategy element of this, the roguelite element of this is that you, basically, if you're familiar with games like Islanders, Dwarf Romantic, that kind of thing, there's like proximity bonuses to different buildings that you place. At certain milestones, you'll get to choose new buildings, which you might try to strategically pick, or you might just be screwed and have to pick just what there is, because neither of them work for you. Every 7 milestones, we get a bridge, which means we can go to another island. That one. And these ones. So I've put down the town centre. Also, debuffs can happen as well. And the first time you place a building, you do get double the buffs in a little twist. So that's the first time you place a specific building. So the first time I put a house down. Any other houses after that, no. First time I put a bakery down. So there might be some strategic stuff that you might want to do with that. Get the highest score. Jobs are good at. There's also a sandbox mode, and there's also a daily challenge that they've got. And also a demo. So if you're like, I want to try it, I don't want to buy it necessarily, there is a demo on Steam currently, but it is super cheap. Super cheap, very reasonable price. Also, ads are coming in 4.5 minutes time. Just as a heads up, if you're not subscribed, please use that time to go and grab a drink or a snack. You do not need to sit and watch ads. You can also subscribe or use Twitch Turbo, which means you won't see any ads. You do get some emotes if you subscribe as well, and support the channel. But the priority is, yeah, use that time to go and grab yourself a drink. If you want to watch the ad, well, you're subscribed, so you can't watch any ads. Unless you open up another browser in incognito. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. God knows what's there. Rug was saying that there's like a baby screaming advert. It starts with a baby sounding upset, and for a split second it's just like, oh. Yeah, log out. If you want to. Yeah, ads. I have got Twitch Turbo because I do a lot of like checking creators and stuff for charities, as you know. So it wasn't just a like soul destroying every time I went to a channel, like there's ads. But also just a time wasting thing. I was like, it's just less stress for everyone involved if I just like get Twitch Turbo. Because imagine every time you load a channel, you have to watch 30 seconds before you can watch the creator. And say you wanted to try and vet like 20 to 30 creators, like that's some minutes that you've lost. And also they get the ad revenue if I've got Twitch Turbo. So like problem solved. So that's sort of where I've gone because it works for me. It's also quite good if you're like, I can't afford to subscribe to everyone, but I want to, you know, not deal with ads. It does mean you don't get emotes and stuff. Pre-roll, yeah. I put them on at the start of the stream to get them out of the way. But if I could just not have them on at all, I would. Because they do a little bit for the revenue. They don't do that much for the revenue. Meanwhile, YouTube's like, I'll just, you know, I'm automated. Would you like, these are the three settings are like conservative, as in, you know, not a lot, balanced or aggressive. From what I can tell, I need to double check. It looks like balanced is just chucking in like a couple of minutes every 30 minutes. So I'm like, that's too much. And I can't really get it to chill that much more. It's ridiculous. Yeah, if you tab out. It's fair. If you can tab out, Michael, that's fine. But when you're like on like paid time and you're like, I have 2 hours to do this much stuff. 30 seconds times 20 creators. It's like 10 minutes. Again, it's also soul destroying because it's the same ads every time, just like in quick succession. It's like, I don't want it again. Yeah, I just do 3 minutes. 3 minutes an hour because that clears us for an hour, basically. If I could do like 6 minutes every 2, I would, but you can't. So it's the bare minimum so that people who join don't get served ads immediately. They are coming in about 20 seconds, just as an update. But yeah, they're there. They're there. I take a break. I try and do that. I can't like. That's why I said like if I could do 6 minutes every 2 hours, like that lines up with me having a break. But I don't want to have a break every hour, like as a regular thing. Like 1.5 hour would sort of work, but I think like an hour, especially when we're playing, not necessarily this, but if we're playing like story games or whatever, it breaks it up a bit too much. Unfortunately. I think for me it would, at least. I feel like we'd be taking more breaks than we would anything else. Jim, yeah, go and have a rest, please. Go chill, have a great weekend, just and an excellent day. Have a little nap. Yeah, sometimes an hour feels like no time at all as well. So it's just like we just sat down. I mean, it's been an hour. So yeah, there go the ads. So yeah, like it's if I could do 6 minutes every 2, that'd be fantastic. But I cannot. Go on then. I mean, it's good. Quite a lot of the time. If an hour passes and it feels like 20 minutes, it can be a good sign. But it could also just mean you've got ADHD. And everything works like that. I think that might be a factor. Just a little one as well. I think, you know, chunks of time, the ability to understand time is not there. I'd be a terrible Time Lord, wouldn't I? What else have we got? Sorry, before I put that down. A farm. Okay. Oh yeah, did I have... No. It's just the houses, so we can put those, like... here somewhere. Mill, Bakery, Tavern. Yes. I like how I'm also doing it decoratively, where in reality you should be like stacking these things up. Also, was that a manatee? Did I just... Hello? No, it's a whale. There were little whales. Or maybe that was. Are there multiple beasties in the water? Yeah, Michael. Pretty much. Our buttercream's different to your buttercream. For a start, we don't have any teas. I think, yeah, the doctor could be. The thing is, we're trying to put what is arguably human brain neurology onto what is a fictional alien man. But he definitely has some specialist subjects. And he really likes what he does. Sorry, they. We should say they. I'm saying he because current, but they. I would also say maybe there's different flavours. Sometimes I felt like Matt Smith giving me a very different energy to like Peter Capaldi, who I adored. I'm really sad that they didn't let him go more like the thick of it. I really wanted just like a Doctor on the Edge. Like, properly fed up as opposed to just like mildly annoyed. We have mills, which are buffed by farms. That's buffed by right market. That doesn't want anything. Okay. So right, there's just an order of placing them, which kind of matters. It'd be good to have a market. We don't have one. The Clara stuff was like, this is the thing. Like sometimes the writing is just that whole season, like his writing as well. He did great with what he had, but there's some bits which just like, what is happening? Like one thing that I don't want to be one of the haters. I'm enjoying Shooty a lot, but they clearly know that he can cry on command. And are basically making him do it. Well, I don't know if they're making him do it every episode, but it's happening every episode. And I'm like, it's kind of diminishing how fucking good he is at it. Because some of the really powerful crying scenes. Hi, Nunu. Good morning. Shooty's entrance is a delight. That's all I'm saying. There's some issues with the song choice in certain bits, Michael. There's just some weird choices. They like chose us. I think they chose a Spice Girls song, but they chose the wrong one, and then they edited it weird. But like, Shooty is a delight sometimes. And the other issue I've got with like, oh my god, what's her name? Ruby. Like, I really liked Ruby. I really liked Ruby's actress, but it felt a lot of the time like she was kind of running to keep up with him. As much as I enjoyed them together, like a lot of the scenes, or just, you know, it's just, anyway, without getting into it too much because spoilers, but yeah. Like, we haven't had enough. Yes, he's often not the main character, which is part of the problem. I also, like, there's a Christopher Eccleston-ness to him in sometimes, which I'm really enjoying. But you'll see when you watch it that, like, unfortunately, he does do a lot of crying. And again, like, the first time he does it, it's amazingly, like, it's really good. Really good. It fits. It's yes. But now it's kind of become a running joke within the community of like, oh, he's crying again. It's like, no, because he's so good. Like if you've not seen him in Sex Education, like, for a start, there's quite a lot of people you're missing out on if you haven't seen Sex Education. Him and also Gillian Anderson just dressing in fantastic clothing. That alone, it's a delight. But yeah, it's like I feel like they were like, yes, we want him, we've seen what he could do, and then they're just not using him as much as they can because he has range. He has so much range. And you see it actually in some of the, like, I feel like you see it in the Tenant stuff. And also maybe the first episode. There's some weird pacing. Also, sometimes there is definitely the Disney Marvel influence in there. Some of the CGI and also some of the color grading as well is a bit, it's weird. It's especially, yeah, if you're going into it, like, for context, for those of you who aren't familiar, BBC up until Shooty, BBC filmed, etc. Shooty's season has Disney budget and also massive CGI. Like, the TARDIS is now not an actual, like, full set thing. It's like green screened. It's using their, like, massive CGI stuff, that, like, rooms that they use for Star Wars and that. So it's got more budget behind it. But I do wonder sometimes if, like, that there's some weird pacing stuff for sure. Also, yeah, unsalted butter for sure. For butter cream. Hi, Kitty. It's still nice to watch. I'm still enjoying it, but I do think, like, this should have been the introduction from Disney. This should have been like, bring in the new talents. Let people of that age that you're trying to write about write it. The Russell T Davies, like, oh yeah, here is the episode. Actually, the theme is about this specific symbolic reference. Woo. Look at how subtle it was. It's like, it's not subtle, buddy. So I just, yeah. There's just some stuff where I think I don't think it's entirely a Disney thing. I don't think it's entirely a Disney thing. I think it's a, like, Russell T Davies thing as well. Like, I love that the show got, yes, like Cliff was, when he found out it was happening, as a classic Doctor Who fan, I don't think he thought, like, it was going to run on forever or anything, but he was just like, that's so, like, what is happening? What do you mean? That's so, like, what? Without spoiling it, the most recent episode, last week's episode, that subtlety, there's one specific line that the companion said about the villain and I basically just did like a cackle, just a single like hat aloud, because I was just like, really? We're doing this? Again, no spoilers. Those of you who watched it will know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Michael, no. Unfortunately, Russell's kind of fallen off of that wagon a bit. There's a bit of a, yeah. He likes to reuse his old ideas sometimes, but he also likes to try and make like a symbolic statement about something in the world, and it's not necessarily very subtle. Oh, hang on, Crow. I'll tell you what it is. One sec. So, yeah. And again, it's a shame. The Weeping Angels are fantastic. But then they reuse them and they kind of lose. Like, this is the problem is like... Yeah. It is a family show that's intended to be accessible to kids, but also sort of not, Michael. Like, kids... Like, Cliff watched it as a child. Again, classic Who. He hid behind the sofa to watch it. That's what it was back then. It was not... It never spoke down to kids, and it kind of feels like we've gone more and more in that direction. Also, originally, the Doctor was a human being and he had a granddaughter and they went on adventures. I think, yeah, Classic Who is a kid's show. Modern Who feels like a teen young adult drama. But sometimes it feels like it has, like, de-aged a bit, but not necessarily the best way. I don't know. I like it. But there's certain things it's like, on a rewatch... I think, because I've actually rewatched them all before Shooty came in, because Cliff was not going to watch those. So I was like, well, I'll take the hit. I'll just buff up the lore. Also, it means I get to see Missy again, Peter Capaldi, like several people. And yeah, like there's certain Doctors where I kind of forgot how good they were at the time. So like Matt Smith for me, I think the problem was because I was watching it at the time, like it took too long to get anywhere, so I kind of burnt out. Whereas being able to watch it back in one go, it was like, okay, no, actually, yes. Not all of it, but it's like actually I kind of appreciate Matt Smith more on a rewatch. Same deal with Christopher Eccleston. Because also Christopher Eccleston at the time, I had no frame of reference. Like, literally, it was like, there's no frame of reference. He is literally the first Doctor Who in however long. The start of Modern Who. And actually, like, going back to him after David Tennant and Matt Smith, I was just like, he is putting in so much fucking work with this role. Matt Smith was a chaotic, heartwarming Doctor. Capaldi, yeah, a kind Doctor. Also, Capaldi always wanted to be the Doctor, so it's just like, it's a bittersweet one, because I think, like, again, he could have had maybe better writing. But he is one of the Doctors that will go and meet kids as the Doctor and talk to them about being the Doctor. Like, he is very willing to do that role. In fact, he did it for the War Child Magic the Gathering Doctor Who card auction. There was a lot of the Doctor Who actors showed up for that, which was very adorable and heartwarming. But I think he was the only one who did it as the Doctor. I think everybody else either did a post or spoke as themselves. I think he also sent like a little signed like Dalek drawing, because I know the person who was organising it. It was Eridanus. Eridanus did all that. Absolute superstar. So like now has that. because it's addressed to them by name, I think. So I was like, you better put that in a frame. I think also got their Peter Capaldi card signed as well, maybe, so that might be in a frame together. It's like, that's very adorable. Also, yeah, Michael, absolutely that way round. Eccleston is like a golden lab just bounding around the place. There's a bit in like one of the really early episodes with Billy Piper, where he's reading like Hello Magazine or something, and it's like he's like into the gossip. And it's just like, you are so silly. Also how he interacts with like Billy Piper's mum, just all of that. He's just like, you know, he's great. He's great, but he also, like, yeah, at the time, I think people were just like, I don't know what to make of this. He is, yeah, he's sad and he's hurt and he's traumatized and he's angry, and you see all of that. But it's like, when he switches it on, it's just like, okay, what? Oh. And that's, again, like, some of that, the rewatch is required. Yeah, delightful. Yes, the good one. Yeah, yeah. Must be near a tree. Oh, there's a tree. It's right, they can't be near towns. They get upset. Foragers. Obviously, they're foraging. Yeah, the music of the electrical guitar theme music. Yeah. Just, yes. There's some sweet stuff with that. Any actors I'd like to play the Doctor for? So I'm thinking about, do I allow for non-UK doctors? I think that's it. I have to probably say no, just to keep it to a smaller amount of people. Anthony Head, yes, actually, that would be quite delightful. Oh, what's his face? Lucifer. Just for curiosity. What's it? Oh God, I love how I can't remember anyone's names. This is not the name, but Olivia Colman. Tom Ellis, thank you. Yes, Tom Ellis. Cynthia Erivo. Actually, having just watched whatever the thing is on Netflix, that's the new Shondaland thing. It's the murder mystery thing. What's her face? Main leading actress in that. Like, yes. I did hear that Nerdcubed got to write an official Doctor Who story. Like, yes, about bloody time. Mark Sheppard, as in Crowley from Supernatural. Maybe, yes. I'm trying to think of, like, young British actors that aren't shooty. Oh, actually, what about John Boyega? If they're not going to let him be a Jedi, why can't he be a Time Lord? You know? Yes. I'm trying to think of. I am for the record. I am thinking of actresses as well. Everybody. Gwendolyn Christie. There it is. There's one. A part of me would like to see like a young Angelina Jolie have a go at it. Give me that. Oh, that's cute. AJ, just interesting, because we know she has range. We also know that she can do some sort of English accent. Several, actually. And she's not, you know, unfamiliar with things. Gwendolyn would smash it. Like, this is the thing, is some of them you're like, I'd be interested. Some of them you're like, no, easy. Like, can you imagine Gwendolyn? Oh, actually, because also Gwendolyn's outfits, anyway, Gwendolyn is like an ex-model, right? And dancer. That, like, was it ballet? I can't remember, but it's like, we know that she can pull off dresses. We know she can pull off a suit. Can you imagine her in a suit? With like a cravat. And also, I don't know. Up, down, no idea. Emily Blunt as the Doctor. I'm definitely going to say Churchlitz, which, no. I've heard it said. I can say it, but not today. Joanna Lumley technically done it in a skit, yes. I am open to non-English options. It's just for the sake of me trying to think of people. If I open the entire world to my brain, too much. Rosamund Pike. She is good. Rosamund Pike is good. Amelia Fox, yeah. Yeah. She's no stranger to BBC dramas and also weird fantasy stuff, being somebody in Merlin. You want to see what Jim Carrey would bring to it? I mean, I also kind of do too. In a slightly concerned kind of way. I love that he's living his best life as Robotnik now. It's weird. It's one of those things that makes the perfect sense with casting. But also... I just, you know... Because also, again, we know that Jim Carrey can do nuanced. That's the weird... Like, we know he can do that. We also know he can go completely, like, off... It's, you know, Ace Ventura, Riddler, The Mask. So, what? Yeah. How? Is it literally just... You want the market, don't you? You're only going to get buffed by that, which is not ideal. Sorry, I should probably do some adjacency bonus stuff, as opposed to just standing here. These farms are massive. This is part of the problem, is I left it last time until later to put the farms down. Not realising. And this is where, like, playing it a couple of times, you clock into these, like, sizes and start going, ah, no. He could do a nuance, he chooses not to. But I think as well, he also has an absurdly... has a very good awareness of his own body. Like, he's demonstrated that through all of the roles. But yeah, he's also really into that shit. Like, he did the Robotnik dances. I haven't seen the latest Sonic, but I have seen the dance. He did both of the... It's not a stunt guy, right? It's him both times, I think. He knows his own face as well. Speaking of people who know their own faces, I have two more options that's just occurred to me. Arpat, and the next name will explain why I've said Arpat. Willem Dafoe. I maybe Willem Dafoe is more of the master than the Doctor. But yeah, Jim Carrey dancing with an older Jim Carrey with like a little like paunch thing, and like it just, he puts himself into that dance so much. I'm something of a Time Lord myself. Yes. Speaking of masters, who would you have as masters? I think we've had some fantastic casting for masters over the years. We've just, some of them have just not necessarily had the full run they should have done. You know? In fact, all of the recent ones I've been very happy with. Our Pat as a one-off Doctor, he'd be quite good. Yeah. Because also he's been doing like The Lighthouse was brilliant. Him and Willem Dafoe just like in rooms just screaming at each other. Be great. Anthony Head would also be great as the Master. He could do both. Sorry, I'm trying to like level this a bit. Lena Headey, yeah. Olivia Colman. Again. Sorry, I'm watching Paddington 3. Yeah. I'm playing the we've got big casting here, Are You Evil game. Why are you playing a nun in the middle of nowhere, Olivia Colman, and laughing weirdly? Like, are you trying to be a red herring? Sacha Dhawan, I really like Sacha Dhawan's, and I'm sad we didn't get more Sacha Dhawan. Like, I'm sad that didn't really progress or go anywhere. Like, especially like the you know. That also, we also got like the Rasputin like Cybermen thing going on, which was an unexpected delight. Any of the people in Calendar Girls, which does include the lady who plays Umbridge, I think. Imelda Staunton, thank you. I am not good on names today. That is her though. They'd all be pretty good. Hey Dirt Weasel. Welcome to Who Would You Cast? Potentially just for a one-off episode, but maybe permanently, as the Doctor or the Master. Tilda Swinton. Yeah, I mean, as either. The Narnia films were absolute trash, but I did enjoy her as the White Witch. Names are hard, yes. A town hall. Can I fit you? Oh, that's good. That is all. That's very good. There. Lana Priya, yeah. Yeah. What is the Master? The Evil Queen from Once Upon a Time. Kate Blanchett could do both. Bill Skarsgård for the Master. I think any of the Skarsgårds. Is it Alex Skarsgård? Or Alexander, sorry. I don't think it's Alex. I think it's Alexander Skarsgård is thingy from True Blood. Natalie Dormer. Maybe? Sorry, I have seen her in things other than Game of Thrones and also The Tudors. I'm just trying to like work out what Doctor or Master she'd be. Mads is either, yep. Elizabeth Olsen and what's her face who plays Agatha? Just, you know, just take the Marvel out, put the Doctor Who in, done. Fishing dock. We'll take some more fishing docks. I'm enjoying just being able to just plonk some stuff down and talk about Doctor Who casting. But that's kind of what this stuff's for. That's just the kind of thing that I love to do with these games, is just do a little building whilst also doing something else. Like, they're really good, you know. Are you listening to a podcast? Catherine Hart, thank you. You listen to a podcast type games? Plonking and yapping, yeah. That's like the lo-fi part of it almost, isn't it? It's chill vibes. Yeah. It's really cute. And again, if you missed it earlier, there should be a demo on the Steam page if you want to give it a look. Try. It's also very cheap. It's like less than £5, about $5, and about £7 Australian. So Ian McKellen would be a great master. He would, well, yeah, based on Magneto. I recently rewatched it before I went. No, maybe it was after I watched Deadpool and Wolverine, but I went back and watched the original X-Men trilogy because I was like, I need this. Specifically for the shot of him breaking out of his, like, plastic jail, where, you know, the ball starts spinning and then the CGI, which has definitely aged, flattens out and he stands on it and he does this and he just floats across the gap. At the time, I was like, this is fucking immense. Holy shit. Like, it's a strong opening. Just don't look at the CGI, like, too much. But it's like, those films went hard. It was like, yeah, oh, what's that? Oh, sorry, you have too much iron in your blood. So Patrick Stewart's the Doctor. Yes, but I'd say Sir Patrick Stewart from the next gen sort of era. I think that Patrick Stewart is a little bit different to the Patrick Stewart that we have nowadays. Like acting wise, that Patrick Stewart is very like theatre based still, which I think, like, having also seen him on stage would work quite nicely for a Doctor. The ego, yes, of Magneto. And what I'd like about, though, is, again, it's that nuance. There is the ego, but there is also pain. Like, the big monologues that the X-Men trilogy films have are very deliberate and also very timeless for, you know, various obvious reasons to do with him literally being, yeah, it's not timely right now or anything, no. Him being Jewish and surviving the Holocaust. And also the very, you know, the infamous and actually has, it's just still relevant phrase that is from, I don't know if it's film 1 or film 2 or film 3, have you tried not being a mutant? You know, there's so many things in those films where some of it is quite clumsy. Halle Berry and Storm are not used at all. Right. But some of it is ridiculously strong. Is it 2 again? I think 2 goes hard. Daniel Radcliffe, actually, yes. Daniel Radcliffe, yes. A big yes. I think actually at some point he was not necessarily considered for the role, but it was rumoured. He was definitely a hot potential a couple of castings ago. Maybe even the Matt Smith era. And Matt Smith was very young as a casting. Everyone was like, I don't know how I feel about this. It's heavy-handed with the queer parallel, and you're here for it, yeah. Like, it's heavy-handed, yet sometimes people still don't get it. Also, yeah. Like, it's a very unapologetic, like, listen up, bitches. With very powerful monologues at certain points that, yeah, again, can just be expanded from mutants. Because that's, you know, it's symbolism. It's a metaphor. And yeah, like, they just... We don't have that in the newer stuff. But I am interested to see what's going to happen with them all coming back. Also, Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield could do it now, to be fair. Yeah, Magneto telling the Professor, I've heard these arguments before, and there's a tiredness to it as well. You know, it's not just anger. There is a tiredness. And you can see that, like, he is putting something of not a full lived experience, obviously, in there, but like, he absolutely understands the brief of what it means to be Magneto and what he is saying. because he grew up, well, not grew up with Section 28, but I'm not entirely sure when Section 28 was even abolished in the UK, but also hi, right, and also hi, Chloel. Welcome to God. We've taken a sudden swing into discussing symbolism, important symbolism. But we were initially talking about who you would cast as the Doctor or the Master in the Doctor Who stuff. How about Joe Keery? I don't know. So one moment, please. Joe Keery. Oh, no. No? I don't know. I'm not sure. Also, oh, that's the other thing I was tabbing out to look for. When did they abolish Section 28? It was repealed in 2003. When did X-Men 2 come out? 2003. So Ian McKellen's acting is that, yeah. So he is like, I was that's how long it fucking took us to get rid of it. 2003, disgraceful. But also, like, I think we can very safely say he is channeling some of that shit. Some of his feelings as a gay man. An older gay man as well, who's not been able to talk about himself or just exist into the performance. Idris is a difficult one. I think he would be, but the issue is there's a couple of other roles he's done that, like Luther is basically it's not Sherlock. It is a lot of fun. I really like Luther as a franchise. He'd have to be careful not to fall into that. If you've not seen Luther, I would heartily recommend it. Also, if we're talking about fictional crime detective-y sort of stuff, there's also the French the French show that Netflix has. I love how I've forgotten his name. Like, it's literally what French for fox. Lupin. Luther and also Lupin, spelt Lupin. Lupin. Also fantastic. Different vibes. Great. Based on a series of French books about a gentleman thief, isn't it? So, like, a little bit like the Scarlet Pimpernel, but I think more Victorian times or maybe more modern. Lupin means wolf, not fox. No, renard is French for fox. So I was thinking of, yeah, something completely different. As we've established, words no good today. Let's put the fishing docks in, actually, before I run out of space. Hang on. Scarlet Pimpernel. Scarlet Pimp, Jesus Christ. Hi, Donut. Welcome to the stream. He's, God, what is it? It's like... Is it around the time of the Three Musketeers kind of energy? Vibes. Also, is it originally Spanish or French? I don't know. Welcome to wherever this is, yeah. Welcome to Sleepy Friday times, where most of us are on some sort of public holiday and just bumbling. But also, more importantly, welcome to a little look at Tranquil Isle. There is a demo on Steam still. It came out today. It's a super, super cheap game in terms of pricing. Like, it's, what was it, $5 US, $7 Australian dollars, are like less than £4 in the UK for a lo-fi city management roguelite that's super chill. It is I'm gonna assume it's controller compatible if it's Steam Deck verified as well. because it can't not be. But it's super cute on the placement stuff, and I'm mostly just gently bumbling in a... We're sort of placing things when I remember to, way, but mostly I'm just looking at the animated, like, farmyard animals. It's very sweet. But there are some adjacency bonuses, and I'm trying to work out... where I can put them. Where it's not going to be, a serious problem. I'll take a farm and a florist, why not? The Scarlet Pimpernel is 1972, during the early stages of the French Revolution, during the Reign of Terror. There it is. It's a chivalrous Englishman who rescues aristocrats before they're sent to the guillotine. Why? Why are we there? Why are we getting involved? Oh yeah, this is Steam Deck verified, Mitsuha. Like, this will perform beautifully, I'm sure. I don't believe it's being ported at this time. But it would make sense if it came out on something like the Switch. The Switch. I could connect to another island. I think this one's slightly bigger, so let's do it. Let's do this one. So, because I did a milestone, I got a bridge which connects me to an island. There's another one over here. There's another one here. I assume to disrupt France. But also at the same time, if just let them get on with it. If it's disruptive, why are you saving the aristocracy? That seems counterintuitive to the whole centuries of just hating each other. Just bounce, mate. Right, thank you so much for the 46 months. I hope you're doing well. And thank you so much for the support. I feel like it's more of a, is it a French book or is it an English book, like originally? Who wrote it? I'm just curious as to if we just decided to just write a book that injects us into French politics as some sort of good guy saving the aristocrats. Because I've genuinely forgotten most of the premise of it. I don't have a market. And I'm probably not going to get a market. Try to leave space, but I think we just have to go for it. I could put the tavern here. But actually, if I put it... Hang on, if I put it down here... Where was that 16? There. Oh, damn. Do that, then. Pop a little florist in here. I'll take a fishing dock and a lighthouse, actually. That'd be good. I could get... I don't know if you can get a port, but I got a trading dock thing. There's also the fishing dock and a few other stuff, things. But it's when you hit the score milestone, you'll get a choice of 2 different things to pick from. So there's no guarantee I would get one. I just kind of have to hope. Market farm. Again, we do not really have anything but a farm over here. May as well just slot it in there. Oh no. There. Foragers do not like houses, town centres, farms, anything. They just want to be left alone. If I put them there, we don't want that. I have another farm as well. It's ridiculous. Too many farms. Mill? Market. don't have a market, so I probably should get a market. Whilst I also have like these also are chunky. I was trying to leave room, and actually I think it sort of worked. Oh my god, there we go. Oh, steady. No, okay. I'll put this over here then. Just put the fishing docks down so they're done. A mill, a bakery, tavern, yes. Try to slot that in here. What do we got? That's already here. So that tavern is actually probably in a slightly awkward place. I put it there so I got the adjacency bonus from both. And now I'll just do it on... It's fine. It's fine. We'll just do it on the other island. It'll be fine. It's fine. There's a windmill there. There's a windmill there. I just want to slot some in here. If I can. So that's not allowed. No. The tailor gets buffed by... Oh my god, that's loads. Oh. Squeeze it in there. Can I... No. No, that's not happening. Yes. Very, very chill, unwind kind of game. Absolutely. Oops. Sorry. But yeah, if I got anything out... Oh, actually, no. The bakeries need to go next to the windmills. Yes. Also, the gold is the first time I'm placing this on this map. You get one double bonus placement thing when you place the building for the first time. Same with houses. The first house. Double bonus. So that might be a strategic thing you need to be aware of. Like when you're playing. Potentially in like later levels. We'll have to see. See how it goes, because also the more you play, like the more you kind of get a vibe of like, okay, I haven't yet got the market, but I need to leave space for the market. Also, if I'm going to place this, then like there's also it will also score the buildings around if it buffs them when you place it. It doesn't double those, but it is retroactive for buffing. It's not just a case of it's down. Everything else afterwards is buffed. So if I put a mill and a bakery down, and I put a farm next to the mill, it will still buff the mill. If I put down something else. Like, that. This bakery is actually... That's fine. That's not fine. Nope, that is also not fine. That's like in the farmyard. You can't have that. I do have this lighthouse that will be happy if I put it near several fishing docks. Can I potentially... Can't go in the water. Too close to the edge. Okay, no. Where did I have that before? Was it there? There we go. That's, I might have cheesed that a little bit. We'll just pretend that farm has a lighthouse involved. Just, you know, something that happens. Can I... Oh, hang on. Go back. Just trying to squeeze things into all the tiny gaps. I think I have placed as many... Yeah, I can't place them all here, so I can do that. I'll do that elsewhere. On another island. Yeah. Yeah. Tavern? No. I can, but it's too close to the other tavern. Florist-wise, I can place... Ooh, yeah, that's beautiful. Right. I've got 2 taverns, several mills, foragers, and some bakeries. Not really stuff that goes together too much, but I do need to put this forager nowhere near houses and townspeople. Oh, another bridge. Actually quite handy. If I can put them like here, just keep them out the way. It's probably for the best. And this bridge can just be like there to there. Mill, market, trading post. Mill. Sure, sort of buff. Okay, hang on. Mills go down first, or it'll get upset. Yes, that looks great. Delightful. Let's absolutely cheese that mill placement. Put it there. Oh, careful. There. Where's the town hall? That's the town hall. The town hall's buffed by the town centre and houses. You have houses. I don't have a town centre, though. So... I could just put that there. I'm going to lose, like, a point, but... it's going to get better buffs there than on the empty island that has no houses. Here we go. Trading post market. Yes, I'll have those. Because they like the houses like a market. And the trading post likes a market. And they like oh no, they're okay with markets. The foragers are okay with markets. So if I put it like there, I think I can squeeze the houses in here. That's very cute. Oh. A mansion? Mansion, stables, house? Yes. What's a mansion do? More space for people to live. Buffed by stables. Debuffed by mansions, houses. Oh my god. Debuffed by everything. So debuffed by everything that I'm gonna just put them on their own island so I don't have to deal with them. Bye! Let's get an iron mine. See what it does. I do need international trade with the world. Yes, please. Could we get it there? Hang on, actually, where's the lighthouse there? There we go. Blacksmith would like quarries. We do not have quarries, but I do have iron mines. Must be near an iron deposit. Ah, I have a tiny problem with my choice. I have no iron deposits. Oh no, I have made a small error. I thought, oh, we've not picked it before. I'll just grab it. you know, then we can see what it does. And didn't really think through the consequences of my actions. What's new? Town hall is going there. Beautiful. Fishing dock. Yeah, fishing dock and lighthouse. I will have that, thank you. I like how it auto-rotates. Just a nice little touch. You know, if you're accidentally... It's facing the wrong way. It's not going out to sea. It's good. I like it. Library Observatory. No, I think we have to go with more houses and another town hall, I think. Just like stack them really aggressively in this corner. Oh. There. And we've got a blacksmith. An iron mine I can't put down, and a blacksmith, but it's just there. So I think that is the end. This is the end of the run. Oh no, I can't put either of them down. No! I cursed myself. Are these iron mines? Am I even in the right place for iron? No. Actually, having said that, can I add an iron mine? Hold up. Rocks. Oh no, those are just rocks. I mean, that is quite cute. Not gonna lie. That is an adorable little placement thing. Because obviously, you know, if you want to, like, do some bits. Want to like make your stuff look really pretty, especially in sandbox. You know, this is the kind of stuff that you're going to want to use. Oh, what is that? Little tiny horse, by the way. Hello, tiny horse. Possible zebra. Would you like a plant? No? This plant? This plant? This plant? This plant? Flowers. More flowers. Oh, more flowers. More flowers? So yeah, sandbox mode, you can utilize all of this. I mean, you could do it in this as well if you want. It doesn't cost. This became plan. No, I'm stopping. I'm stopping myself. Don't worry. I'm stopping myself. Ads are also going to be coming in momentarily, so we are going to go into a break. So don't panic. Don't panic. This is also game over, but this has been an absolute delight. So much so that I missed that the ads were coming in until I looked over and went, oh no, they are literally here. So that's possibly one of the worst warnings I've given this week. But maybe not. Yes, the flowers and the horse combination. Oh my god, look, there's one in the stables. Are you coming out? Hello. It's very sweet. Oh look, there's a wild one over here. Ah. But no, it's very cute. Very cute. Super chill. I will be installing this on the Steam Deck and having a further tinker. Because there's stuff I've probably not found yet. Maybe a couple of buildings. Well, I haven't found an iron mine, have I yet? So that would be something to work on. But no, this has been really, really sweet and lovely. So yeah, thank you to Future Friends Game for providing code for this. Your events. They do a lot of the like chill, lo-fi, nature, organic theme somewhere in there, kind of vibes. Do a lot of the sort of PR on that for those kind of titles. So they reached out and were like, would you be interested in this? I was like, yes, actually, yes, I would. So thank you. Again, this is going to be my... When I fail miserably at running blueprints, I'm going to be loading this up and just being like, okay, just this for a couple of hours, nice reset. Just,